Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I am going to be playing around with a whole load of No7 makeup. Yep, I've got a whole box full of goodies right here. It's like full to the brim and yeah, I'm just ready to do this. So No7 has been out for many years. You buy it in Boots, your local Boots store. I'm sure you can get it in the USA now, and generally it's very good quality makeup. I feel like the target audience has always been like your older woman, someone that's looking into anti-aging, that kind of thing. Like it's always marketed towards mature skin. Now I think I'm getting into, you know what, I'm not even 27 yet, but I'm getting there, and I feel like I care more about my skin and I care more about the textures I put on my skin. I can't get away with every texture anymore. So yeah, I do look into the anti-aging stuff a little bit more now. It's best to start early, people. I've got a full face amount and I'm just excited to see what the result is going to be. But the few things I've tried, such as their nail polishes, eyeliner, their mascara, using those few things, my thoughts of No7 makeup are positive. It's good quality makeup. It's not that expensive. I'd say it's like a midpoint between drugstore and high-end. There's always a code that you can use, like there's always like 3 for 2 or £5 off or whatever. There's always some kind of discount. So yeah, without me yapping on too much, let's get into it. Okay, so before we get into the makeup side of it, let's try some of their skincare. I've never tried any No7 skincare before, so I'm excited. They have a lot of skincare available as well, so you know, it must be good if they're creating so much stuff all the time. So I've got here the No7 Nourishing face mask, and look at the detailing in this. It's just so cool. Like, it reminds me of marshmallows. And so this is a hydration mask. It's for dry skin, or just to, you know, kind of give your skin that extra hydration, which is always good before makeup, because the key to good makeup is a good base. I'm just gonna put this on. It says to leave on the skin for 3 minutes and then to take it off. Oh, okay, comes out like a gel, but then it kind of has those swirls in it as well. Oh, this is kind of cool. It smells really like clean, kind of like men's aftershave, but I love that smell. Just gonna apply this to the face. Feels really nice. It's like a gel. That has definitely left my face feeling like it's gonna get really hydrated. I'm just gonna leave that on for a couple of minutes and then take it off. Then we're gonna get into the full face. Okay, so I've just washed away this mask on my face, and you know what? It's left my skin feeling so hydrated and so soft. I actually really recommend this. It feels really good on the skin. I feel like you could definitely use this before like a nice little event, or just whenever your skin's feeling really dry. I left it on for like 3 to 5 minutes and it's done the most. I really like this. So let's get into the makeup now. For primer, I have the Instant Illusions Airbrush Away Primer. This primer has amazing reviews online. Just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand here. I don't know if this is gonna be like a silicone based one, but this is airbrush away, so I'm assuming it's gonna be quite silicone-y. So that feels like it's a very silicone-y primer. It feels like it's kind of filled my pores. It smells really nice actually. It smells like quite perfumed, but I like things that smell good. I prefer it to things that smell like nothing. So far so good. I guess we'll find out once we put all the other makeup on top, but so far I like the way that's sitting on my skin. It actually says it has hyaluronic acid in here. It helps to fill lines, wrinkles, smooth the skin. I mean, I don't really have lines or wrinkles yet, touch wood, but it feels like it's giving me a smooth base. I have the Stay Perfect foundation. It's meant to be like a medium coverage foundation. I'm all about full coverage. It's got SPF 15 in here, which is great. Love our SPF. I got it in the shade Honey. If you actually look at the packaging of this, it looks very luxe. I actually really like it. It's like a glass bottle. It feels heavy. I like it. Now, I guessed my shade because obviously you can't swatch anything in store, but I think it might be a decent shade match. It's like more of like a neutral brown. Pop that on the skin and Yeah, that looks like a good shade if it doesn't oxidize. So that was about a pump on the face, and it's covered half of my face. It says that it's medium coverage, but I'd say this is medium to full coverage, and it's more like a dewy satin finish. I actually really like the way it's sitting on my skin right now. It's lightly fragrant and it smells really good, but yeah, I'm actually really impressed with this. It's like really good coverage. I'm so impressed. This to me, I kid you not, is medium to full coverage. Like, it's covered my vitiligo. That is so impressive. And I have to say that this is a pretty good shade match. I mean, if I had a drop of yellow in there, it would be perfect. I do feel like that primer did a really good job of smoothing my skin, because like my pores do look a little bit smaller. Next, we're going to go into the concealer. So this is the Lift and Illuminate concealer, and this is in the shade light medium. So this is saying that it's full coverage, it's got vitamin A, vitamin C, so it actually has skincare benefits as well. Let's test it out. This is the packaging. I actually really like it. It's very luxe. All this makeup was not cheap, let me tell you that much. It was not cheap. Full face probably cost me around £100. It's up there in price, but then the packaging is a little bit luxe, so you're getting the experience. That's a really nice color, and this concealer feels really creamy. Honestly, that is so nice. It's so nice. It's like dewy, full coverage. It's just made my skin just look so healthy. Oh my god, I love this makeup so far. I just look like I'm glowing from within. Also, I have to know, I literally filmed a video yesterday where I was watching all these different lipsticks, and my face looks huge in that. And I rewatched the footage and I was like, okay, I'm definitely coming on my period, because my face is literally swollen. And yeah, I came on that night and I was like, it all makes sense. I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but I literally gained a whole dress size overnight. Literally in the space of a day. Like, my face swells. Like, it's still swollen right now. Like, I've got a natural double chin falling, if you can definitely see that. But give it a week, okay, not a week, give it like a couple of days actually, and this will reduce. So like, this will go like this again. But it's just crazy. I just find it absolutely insane how much your body changes when you're on your period. Like, damn. Even though my face is looking dewy and I love a dewy base, we're gonna set everything with this No7 powder. This is in the shade Translucent, and I'm excited to see what this powder's like. I just feel like this is gonna be a really good quality powder. You get a little puff with it, just shake it. Just got that powder in there. As dewy as this is, it's not even creased. This actually looks quite peachy. It doesn't look translucent to me, but it looks like a nice light powder. So I'm just gonna throw it into the skin. Still didn't check if I have like a liquid blush or anything. Recently I've been powdering down and forgetting all my liquid products and then using them on top and just messing up my whole makeup. But okay, I'm setting this down and I love it. I actually love this powder so far. Setting my face down so nicely. It's not leaving me with like a weird cast or anything. It's just fab. I actually think that powder has airbrushed my face. It looks poreless. My skin looks poreless. That is, I don't know if that's the combination of the primer, foundation and powder, but I'm gonna scoot in a little bit. Can you see my skin? It looks so good. Like, so good. It looks like I've got really expensive makeup on my face right now. I mean, it wasn't cheap. It was definitely, I paid a pretty penny for this makeup, but it's actually performing. Everything has been amazing so far. What? No7, have you been slept on? My face is looking pretty 2D, so you've got to put some dimension into this face. I've got two bronzers. I have the number 7 bronzer. This is the packaging, very, very cute. This is the shade. I got it in the shade Caramel. Looks quite cool, so I think I'm gonna go into this one first. And then next, I got the number 7 Summer Edit limited edition palette. You've got a bronzer, you've got a blush, highlighter, some eyeshadows. So it's pretty much got everything in here. This bronzer looks a lot warmer than the other one, so I'm going to go into this one first to kind of chisel the face and then go into this one. Right, so I'm just gonna, it looks quite pigmented, it looks really promising. I'm just gonna, okay, ooh. That's a lot more red than it looks. To me, like really looks quite like neutral grey, but then it pulls off like a lot more red. I don't know if that's going to translate through the camera, but it's definitely got a bit of like red in there. It's still chiseling me. That blends like an absolute dream. Like I'm hardly doing anything. It's a really good level of pigmentation. It's blending really, really nicely. I'm telling you, this brand has been slept on. It's actually incredible. It's so pigmented, I don't even have to go over this like a million times. I'm so impressed with this. Even though it pulls a bit red, I just think it just looks so gorgeous on the skin. If you're medium skin tone, Caramel is the color for you. This is gonna like chisel you, kind of bronze you up. It looks so nice. And I can't get over how easy it was to use. It was so blendable, so just the right amount of pigmentation. This is giving me high-end vibes. I'm just like, I'm shook. I'm really shook at this. Everything's so good so far. I'm gonna go into this palette. Now, everything is a little bit small. I'm gonna have to like really just dip in carefully. I'm gonna use this bronzer right here. That is pigmented and that is warm, but I think it's just the right amount of warmth. I'm gonna hide that double chin. No, that is beautiful. What? You know what? I truly believe that if number 7 marketed their products to younger people, they would make so much more money. They would. They just really don't tailor themselves towards like teens and young adults. Like the packaging is beautiful, like it's very, very classy, but if they made things a little bit more fun or a bit more colorful, then they would definitely appeal to a whole other market. Because these products have been slept on. I hardly see any influencers or, you know, YouTubers talk about number 7 products, but they're actually incredible in terms of quality. Every single product on my face looks expensive. It looks really, really good. It's not cakey, it's pigmented in the right way. Like it's undetectable on my face. I'm gonna go into this blush shade now. It looks like a really nice like pinky mauve shade, but like a light mauve. Okay, that's cute. That's a cute color. You know, after my recent videos, I don't want too much blush. Okay, that is so nice. Love it. Just love it. Back when we could swatch things, I went and swatched this in store and fell in love. So this is the Shimmer palette in the shade Caramel. Again, packaging really nice and chic. This is the product. Like, I kid you not, it doesn't look that exciting on camera, but oh, it's so nice. Like, let me swirl my finger in it and then kind of swatch it on the back of my hand. Let's see that swatch. Like, look at how metallic that is. It's beautiful, but I feel like it might be just a tad bit too dark for me, so I'm definitely going to be going in with the highlighters in here to lighten it up. Okay, so I'm going into that highlighter now. Kind of swirl my brush in there like all over and just, no, it's too dark. Oh, that's definitely too dark. Oh my god. You know what? Yep. Oh, I'm just gonna try and salvage this as best I can. Right, so we're just gonna try and buff it into the skin. Definitely got like a grey stripe there. That really annoys me because this is so beautiful. if you have a deeper skin tone than me, run out and get this and then use it on my behalf because it's so bloody beautiful. Like, look at that. I've got a bit of a grey cast when I look straight on. It's definitely not for me. I think I need to be like a little bit more tan than what I am right now. Like, I need a real holiday glow, you know, like being at the beach 7 days in a row, morning to mid-afternoon, till the heat makes me feel like I'm gonna pass out. That kind of tan. Such a beautiful product. I'm actually really gutted that it doesn't work for me. So I'm gonna go into like the highlighter shades in here, this one and this one. They also look really beautiful, really high shine metallic, which number 7 is tailored towards like mature people. Mature people don't really use metallic highlights and stuff, but these highlighters are like high shine, high metallic, like they're freaking gorgeous, but you just don't hear about them. This might not be my shade, but the texture, the color, like everything, it's so beautiful. It's so finely milled. Not even gonna lie here, but it kind of reminds me of my Ultra highlight. I'm gonna go into both of them. I'm gonna just go on top and just become the Tin Woman. I feel like I still have a bit of a grey cast. I mean, that's my own problem. I knew it was dark and I still went ahead with it. That's what you call self-sabotage, people. Yeah, like, oh my god. What? Number seven. You deserve so much better than you've got. This is just wow. Like, that's one little dip and yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there that this is some of the most beautiful makeup that I've used in a long time. Wait, this is pure quality. We're gonna do eyeshadow. I've got a primer here, so I've got an eyeshadow primer. You know, if you watch my channel, I don't use eyeshadow primers. I don't see the point. I usually use concealer, but since I have this, why not use it? Because I have vitiligo all over my eyelids, I need something with pigment to kind of help cover them. But this eye primer, it doesn't have like, it has no pigment whatsoever. And I'm not gonna lie, it feels like a silicone primer. I'm not really even sure how I feel about that, but let's try it. It's something new. I'm gonna be using all of these eyeshadows. First one I'm going into is this light pink one here. I mean the darker pink one here. It has gold little glitters in there and they really do come off on the eye as well. Pigment, let's see if it blends. Okay, I had to use a lot of product there to build up this pigment. The more you blend it, the more the color kind of diffuses away. Not sure if that's the primer or if that's the eyeshadow itself, because everything else has been quite pigmented. But I'm gonna give the product the benefit of the doubt. I think it might be the primer. Just not the biggest fan of like eyeshadow primers. I might as well just use concealer, you know, save yourself some money. I don't see the point of it. Taking this light pink shade, I'm gonna buff that on top just to kind of smooth everything over. It's not very pigmented. I didn't think it would be. These kind of colors never really come out on me. It's just to kind of soften everything up. There's a lot of fallout. We're going to go into this darker brown shade right here and just put that underneath. And that's a really nice shade. Really well formulated. It's not patchy, it's like blending into the other ones. It's not got fallout, it's just really nice. Then next I'm going into this kind of gold shade. Oh, that's quite pigmented. Wasn't expecting that. It's like a really soft sheen of gold. A pale gold. Taking that right up because I really want to open this part of the eye. You know what, this summer palette is actually really good to travel with and just do like a quick look. It's perfect for summer. So we're going to take that same gold shade and just put it in the inner corner right here. and then just under the brow. Under the eye, I'm going to take a mix of these two colors. Okay, and that's the eye look all done. Right, what I have to say about these eyeshadows is that they're not the most pigmented thing ever. That's the thing I've liked the least so far. The pigmentation has not been there. Like, I mean, they're smooth, but they have a lot of fallout. I mean, you can definitely work with it. They end up creating a beautiful eye look. It would be perfect for a beginner though. Like, you're not really gonna make any mistakes with this. It's very, very easy to use, user-friendly. Yeah. So we're gonna spritz the face now. I've got the Hydra Luminous Hydrating Fixing Mist. And we just know that the packaging of this is actually a little bit ugly. Like, I'm not into it. It looks medical grade. So as much as I do like their products and how I think they're incredible quality, the packaging on some of the stuff is just not there. So let's spritz it. Oh, that's a nice mister. I think it's gonna be a good spray. That is such a beautiful mister. Really nice on the skin. This would be really good to take on the go. These products so far, like, I'm just blown away. So for brows, I have the beautiful eyebrow pencil in the shade black. It's got a spoolie, and then it's got the eyebrow pencil product. Just gonna do what I usually do, line underneath to define, and then kind of just draw in some hairs. Medium level pigmentation, which is really, really promising. I would say that this is like a really soft black product. So the brows are done. I like these brows. They're really nice. They're very natural and they were quite easy to do. But this is not the most pigmented thing. Even when I applied a lot of pressure, it was still a very soft black color. That is something to note. I do think that it makes doing your brows very easy. It creates nice defined brows very, very quickly. Yeah, it's nice. But it's not life-changing. This is just nowhere near as good as the quality of the other products. They've already set their ballpark. It's like up here, and this just doesn't hit the mark as much. So I've got the eyeliner. It's the Stay Perfect Amazing Eye Pencil. And I kid you not when I say this is one of the blackest eyeliners I've ever used. It's so pigmented. Just have a look at this. So I've just tightlined my eyes with this, and yeah, they look very bold, very fierce. I love this. I've used this quite a few times and I know that it's very good and it's long lasting. We're gonna go on to mascara. I've used this for a long time. It's a little bit of a mess. It's the Lash Extender, and this is the packaging. Again, the packaging's nice. I think it's going like for more the classy side. Personally, I don't like it. I don't know why. I just doesn't appeal to me. But this is the brush. More importantly, this is the product. The product is so good. Like, it just gives you the best lashes. Let me show you. That's literally with one coat. This is high quality mascara. This is so good. It reminds me a lot of the Marc Jacobs Noir mascara. That one is like one of my faves. So good. Okay, so I've done my mascara and look at how incredible these lashes are. Like, I have feline fierce eyes right now. Living, seriously. Packaging for me might not be all that, but the formulation and the brush, it's just so good. Yeah, run and get this. Run and get it all, really, because so far everything's been amazing. So we're right at the end of the video. Lips. So for lip liner, I've got the Precision Lip Pencil in the shade Rose. It's like a nice, like, deep pink color. Not something I would usually wear, but I thought, let's branch out. Also, I bought these colors online and they look totally different. Then I bought the Moisture Drench lipstick. So I actually like the packaging of this. It's very cute. I got it in the shade Highland Mist and I had no idea that this was going to be the shade. Like, it literally is like, it has a sheen to it and it reminds me of something my mum would wear. Yeah, I'm not too sure this is my style, but for the sake of this video, I'll try it on. But honestly, if I don't like the colour, this is probably going to my mum. So that is definitely like very, very pink. One thing I've noticed about the lip liner is that it's not very creamy, but it is pigmented and I do feel like it'll have staying power. So let's go in with the lipstick. Okay, so that is the lip situation. Honestly, it actually looks a lot nicer than I thought it's gonna look. It looks like I've got a bit of a gloss on. It gives the illusion of them looking a lot plumper, but this is definitely a mum lip combination. I'm not even joking. I feel like this look overall has come out really, really nice. Actually shook. I'm like shook at the quality of this makeup. Let's do final impressions. This is a full face of No7 makeup and I'm actually so incredibly impressed with this makeup that I'm gonna be raving about it everywhere and to everyone. The quality of this makeup is unbelievable. Like, I'm just gonna come in a little bit closer. Just look at how good my makeup looks. My pores have vanished. My skin looks smooth, it looks healthy, it looks plump. There's no like powdery effect all over my face, even though most of the products have been powder products. Pigmentation is there and it's really nice tones of colors. None of it looks cheap or like, well, cheap. It doesn't look cheap, it just looks high quality. It looks expensive, guys. This face looks expensive. I mean, it was expensive, but it wasn't as expensive as it could have been. Like, they could be charging so much more for this makeup. Honestly, I stand by it. Like, if they marketed their products better, they would be killing the makeup game. They would be so mainstream that everyone would be talking about it. Because, like, how is it that I'd say 90% of the makeup was really, really good? And I'm definitely going to be incorporating all of this makeup into my everyday or occasion makeup for sure. I'll be reaching for this all the time. I'm amazed. The few things that were not as exciting for me were eyeshadow primer, don't see the point. The eyebrow pencil, not pigmented enough, but still having a good brow day. And lastly, the eyeshadows, but they weren't that exciting. Like, the colors they gave were very neutral and I felt like they were a little bit like there was too much kickback and not enough pigment. But again, really good for people that don't know how to do eyeshadow, people that want like a 2-second eyeshadow look that's not too pigmented. So this is very user-friendly makeup, and yeah, I'm having an incredible makeup day right now and I'm living for this and I'm loving it. So yeah, this has been a really, really positive video. No7 makeup, I think you are incredible. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you like it, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on my next one.